Hello, you filthmongers out there. Welcome to this... I don't know what this video will be. Some kind of a gameplay video of the 5th Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim. I haven't played any of the other Elder Scrolls games in the franchise, but nor do I know too much really about RPGs, and that wasn't too interested until I started playing this maybe a month or so ago. Got probably an hour in and figured,
hey, you're finally awake.
Oh.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
Yeah, I agree.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
What's wrong with him, huh?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Talia, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
To go inside.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house.
Listen to your father.
Yes, Papa.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait! We're not rebels!
Just looking off over my shoulder.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them! We weren't with you! This is a mistake!
Step towards the block when we call you.
Empire loves their damn lists.
I know, the bureaucracy.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
No!
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me!
Archer!
There he goes!
Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Just made this character. As you can see, his hair is pretty glorious. He's going to be our avatar throughout this, whatever this is going to be. As I alluded to earlier, I recently just came into understanding about different character builds. You know, warriors and mages. Well, in this video, we're going to be testing out a new build class, if you will. It's not one that I've invented. I've seen it talked about, but we're going to be trying it in a whole new configuration. And that's going to be our objective here in this video, is to affirm the merits and legitimacy of this experimental character build. The businessman. The businessman is a merchant, as you might see it called more often in your Skyrim forums and online discussions. A trader. The owner-operator, importer-exporter, specializing in the improvement and selling of wares to the market. The businessman is not a fighter and certainly no arch stealth assassin. So the businessman does, with the signing of his pen and the deployment of his gold doubloons, gold coin, in the lore of this game, what the proper knight does with the sword and the shield. A pure opportunist in the market. Our purpose here will solely be to squeeze all the money out of the economy of Skyrim through the completion of odd jobs, and which will really just be a supplement to our main commodity that we sell in the game, which I've yet to figure out, but we're going to be selling something. I guess we'll just see what happens. I mean, open experimentation, the businessman build is really just a trial. You know, we're going to be figuring out what works and what doesn't, what the strategic plays are, and how to best vacuum up all the surplus value from this wintry tundra that we can. Until we are able to ascend no more and have become one of the elites in society. As that's what our man here Stimgar really wants.
Not many wood elves would choose to come alone to Skyrim.
Well, I'm an entrepreneur.
Captain,
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
Okay. Well, you know. Try my best here.
Give them their last rites.
Blessings of the eight divines upon you.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials.
Next, the Wood Elf.
to the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
So. Don't mess with that thing, would you?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds.
Of course, the Deus Ex Machina. Although this isn't the ending. I hope. Oh, okay. No problem. We're gonna get out of here, you and me. There go the eyebrows. Alright. Well, this was nice while it lasted.
Up through the tower. Let's go.
Okay, after you.
With me. Up the tower.
Holy shit.
See the inn on the other side. Jump through the roof and keep going.
Yeah, easy for you to say. Let's give it a go.
Squad towards me. Come on. You need to get over here. Now. Got it, boy. You're doing great. Thrall.
Holy shit. You guys
Still alive,
you guys can handle it.
Keep close to me if you want to stay that way.
Okay.
Quickly, follow me.
I'm staying down here. Need to protect the glorious hair I was speaking about. All this hairspray is gonna go up like a torch.
With me, prisoner. Let's go.
You and me, partner. Hadbar.
Come on. We need to get inside.
Okay, I've just never seen one of these things before.
Come on. We need to get inside.
I'll hurry it up just for you, Hadbar. Hold bar. Kunu?
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
We should keep moving. Come
That's
here.
what I was
Let
saying.
me see if I can get those bindings off.
Oh, okay. I'd appreciate it.
There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. See if one of these chests has some armor for you.
Ah, that's a good idea. Let's see.
See if one of these chests has some armor
No,
for you.
I heard you. Take the bucket. Sure. Some gold coin. Don't mind if I do. What do we have here? Wooden bowl?
Be a sword or two in one
Sure.
of these chests.
So we can always pawn these things off later.
See if one of these chests
Fine.
has some armor for you.
Take it all. Our monopoly begins. Turn these inputs into outputs. Oh, some Imperial light armor. Okay.
You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings too.
I see. Whoville wants us to go into our inventory and equip a weapon. Here's this wine we picked up. Just lugging it around somewhere. And our utensils.
This way.
Alright. Take the kettle. Okay. Alright, Whoville. Let's proceed on.
What are you doing?
These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them.
Alright. You seem like you've got it. Shouldn't have messed with us, can I say. Take the armor. Again, we're just gonna take everything for now. Ooh, some potatoes. Is that me? Take your baskets and your buckets. Doesn't matter to the businessman. Alright, you.
Done then? This way.
Yeah, I'm done. Thanks. You boys are doing well. Keep at it. Take your iron greatsword. Now we're coming up on our armor limit. Carrying limit. We're gonna have to start leaving these things, which are predominantly useless trinkets. Come here, you. Yeah, we've been through everything together, Hadvar. I have a feeling it's gonna work out for you and me. As long as you don't become my competitor. Huh.
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever... Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's a blacksmith there. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Yes, you too. Barely had to lift a finger. Now we're in a brand new world. For our businessman class. It's an exciting day, Hogar. Did you know that? You know, there's a chance for one to make it in this world. Live a happy life. Focus on the good things. Well, Hogar, where do you say we ought to go? You seem to know the way. I guess I'll follow your lead. Oh, you've gone. Alright then. Maybe we'll see each other. Wherever our paths may cross. You said something about a blacksmith. I suppose that's where we might be. Where our interests might lie. Where was I? Off we go. Finally. Arrived at Riverwood. Hungry. Cold. Exhausted traveler. Plodding through the front gate under a night sky. What say you to all this, chicken? You a hen? Good evening.
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Listen, I don't need to hear about your...
You should come hear me play at the Sleeping Giant Inn. For a small sum, you can even pick the song.
Is that right? Well, you entrusted me with your deepest problems with intimacy, so let me roll out some hot tea for you, good Sven.
Truly? So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this.
I will if I ever run into him. Oh, so you did me the good humor of listening to me. I'll extend the favor.
Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. Here, let me give you a particularly venomous letter. Say it's from Fengel. That should get Camilla to stop inviting the elf over.
Deliver the letter, or we can tell Fendal about Sven's letter. Blow this whole charade. It depends, Sven. Is there any coin in it for me? By the way, is there somewhere I can buy things?
Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader.
Okay.
All right, then.
Good evening. Good evening, Sven. I might take care of your letter if there's something in it for me. Now, what do we have here? Steel dagger. Other equipment, but see, we'd have to steal it. There's always the risk of getting detected by these fools. Oh, it's Hogar. You made your way back.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Gerder's family first settled here as woodcutters a few generations ago.
Oh.
She and Hod run the mill. I make a decent living sharpening axes and fixing the sawmill.
How does one get into this axe sharpening business? Need any help around the sawmill? Any work I could take on? A dragon attacked Helgen and destroyed it. Hadvar and I escaped together.
A dragon? Here in Skyrim? What's this world coming to?
I don't know.
First the war, now dragons.
It's ridiculous.
We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can.
The Jarl of Whiterun. I think we're obliged to pay him a visit. How do I get to Whiterun from here?
Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls.
Alright, Alvor, it's been a pleasure.
Come on inside. Sigrid will get you something to eat.
So, it being about 2 a.m., I guess Hogar and Alvo went into their house and going to get themselves a nice warm meal. I'll take the town cabbage. As it's not stealing, I guess it's, even though it's part of the public space, I guess capitalism doesn't believe in such a thing. What do we have here? The Sleeping Giant Inn. Why, I say this is perfect. Place for us to rest up, let the night pass, and wait until morning, and begin our search for the almighty dollar again.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going
Oh
bad.
wow, we can sit.
Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Oh, what a relief. Now if I dare to do so and break our immersion. For just a second. Let's see ourselves enjoying this time in front of the fire. Stigmar. Not yet found the resources he needs, but merely following the lodestar of the greed in his heart. I suppose. We know no rest. Embry, what are you looking at? What do you have to say for yourself, Embry?
What do you want?
Largesse?
All right then.
Not my interests.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Alright then.
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
That's exactly what I need. Thank you. Delphine? Delphine?
You're that visitor been poking around.
Oh, yes, well... You know, maybe if you were out on the common floor working, I'd like to rent a room.
What does this look like? The Temple of Mara? No gold, no bed.
So we need to find 10 gold. We have 3. I do see some gold right there. And a coin purse. That would probably get us enough. I'm not being detected. I think I've solved that coin problem, Delphine.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Where is it? Over here? You want to show me where I'm supposed to be staying? Even though I gave you my good coin that I worked hard for. Looks like this is our bed. Wow, that late, huh? Maybe we'll sleep until... That brings us up to about 9. Not a full night's sleep, but there's no rest for the business-minded. And yet I'm somehow well rested. This ain't really the continental breakfast I had pictured. Well, I'd like to say that my stay at the inn was grand, but I'm afraid it fell below my expectations on every criterion. I guess we better meet the day. Hey, that's Embry. Hey, boy. You keeping a good watch for the family here?
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
You're lucky you have Stump here. You'd be mince, kid. Ah. Looks like there's a little wood harvesting operation going on here. Can I offer you my services, Fendal?
Did I see you talking to Sven?
What's your problem with Sven,
He's a bard. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius
Don't
to
even
marry
get me
him.
started.
As if she would say yes. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly.
No, you've really matched him perfectly. So we can tell Sven about Fendal's letter, or do the opposite. Well, Fendal...
Until next time.
Yes. See, the businessman class doesn't have any particular allegiances. What can I do here? Ooh, a woodcutter's axe. Need space. Not sure how we can help here. Any wood that needs to be chopped? Ah. Let's get to it. Make ourselves useful. Ah. Nothing like the collection of sweat on one's own brow and growing weary with the sense of productivity. So we gain some firewood from that. Can we sell this? Now would be a ripe time to go talk to the Riverwood trader.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter.
Well, you didn't really name your price there, friend. Well, I'll see what I can do. But you're no greater in my eyes than Sven. And Sven's merely a lewd bard. Here we are, the Riverwood trader.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Jeez.
Well, what are you going
Lucan,
to
this
do
is
then, huh?
unseemly.
Let's hear it.
Sorry you had to hear that.
What's that? No, oh no, I was just,
Well, I don't know what you overheard.
interested in bartering you for your wares.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Let's open up a line of dialogue first.
We did have a bit of a break-in.
Robbers were only after one thing.
One thing?
An ornament in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I could help you get the claw back, Lucan.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment.
Finally, someone who's not afraid to talk money.
You should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
Yeah, it's not necessary. I have a map. It's pretty... updates itself. We weren't even able to talk sales yet.
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there.
Hey, Camilla. We have our option of whose letter to give, as she's so popular among the drunken townspeople. Let's blow Fendel's ruse. I think he deserves it more than Sven. Just because, well, the machinations of Fendel might prove a long-term bad choice for business.
He what? Why, that jealous idiot.
Well, you know,
telling
it's...
me the truth. You
Didn't
should
want to
speak
throw him under
Sven.
the bus, but...
I'm sure he'll want to thank you, too, for defending his name.
He'll want to thank me, is that right? Sure. Well, I appreciate you showing me out here. Oh, here's all the stuff I dropped. My inventory to make space. There's old Sven. Svenny! Sven boy. Dear lad, come hither.
Now that's what I like to hear. Good work. I think you deserve some gold from my tips at the inn.
Oh, well, I wouldn't expect it, but 25. Now it looks like I can recruit Sven just by the mere favor of delivering his letter.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go on and do what we were about to do. Lucan, I've come here to talk strictly business. Let's get down to brass tacks. A lot of this is junk, Lucan. I'm not quite as floored as I would have wanted from Riverwood's vaunted trader. Alright, I think that's good enough.
Till next time.
Indeed. Well, in the wintry, pale region of Skyrim, we are only working with a sliver of the daylight hours. Let's go ahead and make some more wood. Quaint, cozy Riverwood. Perhaps we'll become the wood vendor here. There needs to be someone here to take care of their wood needs. Harvesting of the natural forests around this little town. Haven't yet figured out how to help out with the lumber mill. Is it something up here? I'd love to if I could, and if there was fair pay, of course. Wow, would you look at this? Let's make our way over here. Ah, looks like we'll be doing some splitting. Oh, so the water is... it's all water powered. Quite impressive. The small, basic town of Riverwood. It would seem that this is where this is their cash crop. Their chief export. Yes. An aspiring businessman could certainly turn a profit here.
Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
Bring you all the wood?
Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages.
Yes, I do have business here. As you'll soon find out, I'm a maverick of selling firewood. To you, Hod.
Honest gold for honest work.
90 gold. Wow, you can make a killing. You've really got a smooth operation here, Hod.
At least the damn war hasn't gotten me.
Well, very good then. I guess I'll bring you some more wood. What daylight we have left. Yes, a place to settle down. If you're established, or ready to acquiesce into a simple life, but, well, the businessman never sleeps. Always more logs to cut, more wood piles to reap, as long as Hod is paying good coin.
Good day.
Good day. Well, alright. This has been an interesting day. Our first day at the Riverwood Lumber Mill. Honest gold for honest work, as Hod would put it. Fendel's over there, scheming to get Camilla's heart, but I don't think his efforts will be fruitful. She's already seen him at his worst. Which I sort of regret. The businessman not knowing love, but still sensing that it must be a profound, transformative experience for the body and the mind. But who am I to talk about these philosophical matters? It's not of concern at all. All we need to worry about is making hay while the sun shines. That's our purpose here. Where someday the stars may look like gold coins, and to be able to reach out and grab them. Like grabbing them off of the inn's boudoir. Hey boy, what do you see? There isn't anything there. Unless it's opportunity we're talking about. In which case, it is always there. But not everyone can see it, for it takes the special eye. The Eye of Stigmar. What time is it? 8:30? Why, I declare it's not too late for a visit, perhaps? Hod and Girder, the woodcutter and his wife, who have been here for generations. Let's just see what they might be up to.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you?
No, no. What gave you that idea? I'm simply here to admire this life that you've made for yourselves. You aren't in the middle of dinner, are you? I didn't mean to intrude.
Here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
Oh,
We're a
Frodnar,
small village, but we work hard.
the
and
glint
take
in
care
your
of our
eyes tells of your mischief.
Get me mad, and I'll prank
Looks
you.
like I've caught you at a bad time. Maybe I should get going. What is this you have over here?
own. I own the lumber mill and pay a fair wage.
Yes, it's a good business. I've provided support.
Years past, the lumber was used for houses or furniture. Now, the soldiers just buy it all. The thought of my
Soldiers, huh?
wood being used for weapons makes me sick.
Ah. Well, so you're not afraid to profit off of the war, are you?
Ugh, everybody around here is so serious.
It's a serious world, Frodnar. The sooner you get that through your...
Get away from me.
Well, that's much needed insight into why lumber is the chief export in this small town. There are the city walls, which lead out to Whiterun, should we ever decide it's worth paying a visit. We'll see how much more cash we can wring out of this place. But for right now, I think we've done all we can. Now seems like a great time to settle in and enjoy the excesses of a country life. Here we have our hosts.
Give me a mug of ale.
Delphine.
Coming right up.
Borgnar. Say, you ever get bored living in Riverwood? There's not much going on here.
Give me a mug of ale.
I guess I'll rent another room here.
Are you joking? You just rented a room from me.
Oh, do I? I guess it's 24 hours in the game. Well, alright, thank you for that. I guess I'll just sleep here again. Put me to bed. Let's get a full night of rest. We're gonna have a hard day tomorrow. Now that we've understood the logistics of a lumber life, I think it's about time we ramp up our efforts.
Good dog.
Well, at least the boy has some kind of friend. I'm sure life here can get lonesome.
We're here to teach you a lesson.
What do you mean? They're after me for stealing something? What did we take? Have we stolen a thing? Well, we are going to need our shield. Ugh. This is no good. At the place of my employment? Maybe I can lead them over by the docks. This, of course, is not the businessman's expertise, so maybe the bow and arrow is the better choice. Cowards. Get swept away, yes. My debtors. This is not how I pictured today going. Why have they chosen me for this attack? You can help me. You have a bow. Oh, you... It's because of the letter, isn't it? Alvor? Can you help?
Scratch.
Alright. Let's take them out of the city lines. You know, maybe if my skill was higher, I'd be able to talk them out of it. The gods look upon this as a great test for every hero.
I'll mount your head on my wall.
Must prove himself in an initial challenge. And this, naturally for the businessman, is a call to pay what he owes.
Stayed in your precious forests, elf. Victory for Sovngarde! Let's see what you've got.
Come here. I'm not messing around with you. Alright, you. Hired thug. Any last words? Damn it.
I cannot best you.
Stand down.
Victory is yours. I submit.
Answer.
Mercy!
To the call of the market. Be gone. It's like a garbage chute for garbage. Actually, let me search you first. Take your war axe. Ooh, a contract. I'd like to see you put the hit out on me. Now, enough of you. Wasn't exactly how I expected to spend my day. But the workings of fate are often a mystery to mortal man. Now we must work our way back down to Riverwood. I feel like I've proven something. A wolf, huh? 'Tis no problem. Yes. I've become badass. This isn't Riverwood. Where are we? Wound up somewhere serendipitous. Whatever is this place? Craggy peaks all around. No Riverwood in sight. I'm sure Al Gore will understand we didn't show up for work today. I could feel it already. We were becoming too outsized for the mere hamlet of Riverwood. Our sense of industry too sprawling. While slicing wood for the armies provided a means of getting ourselves grounded, this feels like the perfect opportunity to set our sights on some bigger things. See what lay over the horizon. But of course, the people of any vessel of civilization would appreciate fine artisan wares. So I guess it's up to the businessman to decide. What products will he purvey? How will he go about making them? Whoa. Quite spectacular. I hope I don't get weapons drawn on me just for coming up the city walk.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about.
I come here
official business only.
Only to add value to this place.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
No need. I'm good for it.
No lollygagging.
Whiterun. That's the city we've been looking at.
Everything's all right?
Yes, I suppose.
You look tired, friend. The bannered mare has beds for rent.
Can only take the aurora to mean some kind of sign of material promise.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now.
I guess we better start by selling some of our wares to the local establishments. The Bannered Mare. Let's see how this place holds up.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Wow, that's great service.
Oh, Sadia.
Yes, Mom?
Running low on the Blackbriar mead. In a couple of days, I'll have you make a run, fetch some more.
Pardon me for eavesdropping, madams, but
What can I get you?
I overhear you need some Blackbriar mead? I might have just the items for you then. Well, I actually don't.
Mind your manners and pay your bills, and you'll always be welcome.
Now, as we wait for the sun to arise, I'm just thinking that I've painted myself into a corner a little bit because most of the things I have to sell are stolen, and so they can't be actually peddled off. But like, seriously, look at all I have. Like, all these items, most of them anyway, are pretty stolen. Certainly all my food, which is why nothing's showing up when I try to sell my wines. Maybe we'd best get some other food that we don't have to steal. Like, there are those farms outside of Whiterun. As it's not stealing, I guess it's part of the public space. I guess, maybe we make our main product cabbage. Cabbage, that's a tasty snack.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Could have it as a side or a main meal. I don't see why a ambitious businessman wouldn't go into the cabbage trade. It's a respectable profession. Lots of room for innovation. And of course, who's willing to cut their own cabbage these days? Now at the crack of dawn, make use of all the time that we have. Hello.
Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
I bet you could do with some cabbages, couldn't you? To put in your fine delicacies you make here.
Thank you very much for your business.
It sure is possible. You wouldn't need to make the stuff. Just steal it. Simple as that.
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man. But he has good stuff.
Well, maybe that's just where we'll go.
Stay out of trouble, Elf.
I suppose we could always go and see the Jarl, but...
Tired, but I mostly deal with petty thievery.
There seems to be a little market circle in the city of Whiterun.
Or a tender rack of ribs.
Over our carry limit. Let's see if we can get rid of some of this at Bellathor's General Goods. I hear this guy's a real greasy one.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Yeah, I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke.
I see what they mean by him. He's a colorful individual. How's business, Bellathor?
Interesting, to say the least. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need.
It's the supply and demand theorem, the parabolas of cost and so forth. So let's get down to business here. What have you got for sale, Bellathor?
A bit of that.
Your weapons don't impress me much. Your apparel? Nothing I haven't seen before. I'm not gonna buy any potions from you because I only sell them. To be quite honest. I think that's about all I want from you. But I do have things to give. Let's get rid of the ragged robes, the rough-spun tunic, save the silver ring, because we're gonna put a gem in that. My books, out of the ones that aren't stolen. I think I'll be on my way. I have other clients to attend to, I must say.
Do come back.
And I hope you'll consider me for your future cabbage needs. I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Oh. It's up here. Well, that's been enough for today. A nice room. Able to be serenaded. 6:30 a.m. Well, let's reset our sleep schedule. Get all the rest we need. Wake up bright and early. A day and a half from now. A brand new day. What does it have in store for us this time? Nothing like awakening to some tribal drums after a nice rest at the Bannered Mare Inn.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said. And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Fine day to be sauntering along. I find myself again at the boundary of a industrious wood mill town by the name of Riverwood. Wonder if Hod is still doing business. If he is, he probably sawed down that tree with his bare hands. It's a long road back there. Of course, I have to trace it back to my humble beginnings. The origin point of my candle flame. Where, of course, it burned the more brightly for being new, freshly lit. But now I come back, a raging bonfire, yes. I'm feeling powerful. Certainly I am. For who in this town can look at me and say, oh, but he is just some ignoble squire. I am Stimgar! Here we are. The Riverwood Trader. Usually my shipments are brought here by hand. Hand truck. But no, I'm back. This time making an in-person visit.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
Yes, flattery will get you anywhere, I suppose. I have done a lot for this business.
Lucan, we don't sell silver buckles, do we? One of the customers was asking.
I'm afraid not.
All right, Lucan.
Maybe you're looking for something particular.
Right. It's not that. See, I'm here to make just a standard shipment, okay? Say, Lucan, how many hungry mouths are in Riverwood? Could you use, what about $1.50?
Thank you so
Will
much.
that be sufficient for your townsfolk's needs?
All right, then.
Well, I guess it's sufficed. All right, Lucan, well, that's all, I promise you. There's nothing else to do here, nothing else to say. I'll just be going. Now we're away from that malodorous mongrel. Let's go find the cash cow of Riverwood, without whom this trip would surely be useless to me. I'll know him when I see him.
Good day, friend.
Oh.
Keeping well?
Wait, who
You
goes
look like
there?
a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories.
Huh. Well, in case you don't recognize me, we met some time ago while I was in this town. You're looking well, exactly the same, I might add. It's good seeing you here, you know. Would you mind if we had a word, actually?
Lead the way.
Ah, wonderful time of year. You know, I sometimes miss it here, Sven. The hum of labor. Come here. Very good. Well, oh, look what we have here. Suppose the town gets its namesake here, right? You see, back when we first ran into each other, Sven, I was but a lowly woodcutter. Without much prospects or hope for advancement, and now, as you see, I am changed, Sven. A different man, one might say. I've taken my business instincts and yes, leveraged them to expand my enterprise into a cross-regional, modern cabbage selling operation. Does that interest you at all, Sven? The word cabbage. Now, I've been thinking about the time that I delivered that letter for you. Yes, well, I'm afraid that time may be upon us where I might be needing of your services. You see, I am looking for a apprentice to begin showing the craft of the cabbage trade. How does that sound to you, Sven?
I'll just be here then.
It would be long hours, hard days, and little to no pay for the first 6 to 8 months, at which point we may revisit it. Of course, it won't be without some sacrifices. See, you'll almost certainly have to lose your affinity for Fendal and others like him. And even though you'll be deprived of the unifying sense of belonging in the band of consciousness that we all inhabit, in favor of a more solitary...
You want to talk to me after everything you've done?
Yes, it'll just be a great time, don't you think?
We heading out?
Let's get going.
Excellent. If it were even possible to have a good feeling about this partnership already, Sven, I think we've got it. I don't know what's come over me. Maybe some kind of celebratory mood, or maybe it's just being back in my old stomping grounds here in Riverwood that's got me feeling perky. Feels like it was just yesterday that I was here fending off my debtors, to whom I found myself owing something or another. I can't quite remember what that was. Were you there for that? I don't think you were there for that. From what I remember, they had... Hold on a second there, Sven, I think... Wait just a moment. Here it is. Well, that's certainly, right. Well, I think, Sven, I have some remaining business to take care of in Riverwood while we are stopping by. You know, it's only so often we get to see the...
We're a small village, but we work
bright
hard
eyes
to
and
take care of our own.
sterling faces of the locals. I think it's about time we pay a visit to our friend Orgnar. Let's go, Sven.
Papas isn't too friendly.
Out of the way. How do you do?
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Oh, save it, Orgnar. For one of your low-class provincial guests.
I'm just a cook, lad.
You wear me thin. And I'm sure the effect is mutual between me and my partner.
Need something?
Well, I'll tell you, Orgnar, what I need. You see, the last time I was here, I needed a whole lot. I didn't have a gold coin to my name. But what I bet you didn't know, Orgnar, is that I'm no longer just an oily wood salesman. Aye, that's right. I've picked myself up by my bootstraps.
All right then.
Made something of myself.
I'm just the cook, lad.
Well then, allow me to elaborate on my purpose here. What say you to this? Look at the guilt. You know, Orgnar, now that I've found some modest success in the industry, I could crush you under my thumb if I wanted. Under my thumb.
We heading out? Let's
Yes,
get going.
Follow me. Think it's time we make our exit. Off we go now. Worry yourself nothing over that sickly Orgnar fella. Concern your thoughts instead over the green pastures that lie ahead of us. Nothing more. For we're alive. Just look at it. Rows upon rows of product. Bet you've never seen anything like it, Sven. What I'm going to show you now is a patented trade secret. Come on, let's go. Are you watching? Pay close attention to me. onto the next row. Gentle. Delicately. Alright, quickly. Be nimble. Last little copes here, Sven. Let's make it quick.
I order the yawl.
Run like the wind.
Stop right there.
Every man for himself. If you get apprehended, I've never met you. Woohoo! We've done it, Sven. I thought you were a goner for sure. But no, we've made it back. It is evident you do have some potential in you. Let's see what we've got for a take, shall we? Let's see here. Ooh! Tremendous! 54 cabbage. That'll get us through the winter and then some. Here.
Still here.
Let me give you this.
What do you want me to carry?
Sell this. And then spend your earnings on a personal pleasure of your choosing. You enjoy it. It is well deserved. Come. I think some celebration is in order, don't you? Let's get back to the lodge. Let me lead. Happy to show you the way. I know you're not a city boy, Sven. You must not be used to this level of
Did you know there's some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
bustling metropolis. Well, here it is. Shea Stimgar. It isn't much, but it's proved to be a reliable headquarters for me. Please, entree. Prepared a nice fire for us. Sometime. Make yourself at home. The dogs must be tired. Feel free to kick your shoes off. As you can see, we have a limited range of options, but I'm happy to serve you however I may best do so. Oh, yes, don't mind the bug thing. I've just picked him up along my travels. He's basically friendly. Oh, this would be my supply room. Oh, here we have it. This is where I keep everything. Get in there. Can never have enough. Get back in there. Get back. You can imagine my frustration every time there's a inventory check. Let's go upstairs, shall we? Brings me joy to show you my treasures, Sven. Things I've collected from far and wide. Can I start us off with some hors d'oeuvres? Maybe some cabbage soup, some cabbage chowder, cabbage casserole. Oh, we just have those cabbage pastries in. Those are delectable. I've tried them myself. Cabbage shake, cabbage flour. We've also got a little toy that comes with the meal if you'd want that. To us, to the greatest haul this part of Skyrim has ever seen. Well, I say, this has to be leagues over your life as a bard, isn't it? Say, how are things with, Camilla? Lucan's sister? I take your silence as enough of an indication. Say no more. You know, you're not so bad, Sven. I think I'm taking quite a liking to you. I see a bit of myself in you, even. You have the hunger. I know what it looks like. I do think we have a lot going for us in this enterprise we've undertaken here. We've only done our first pull, and you've demonstrated your loyalty to the cause and the brand. think the only thing before us now is to formalize this favorable business arrangement. Don't you think? I'm led to believe by most of the competition in this area that we need some kind of auspicious guild name or catchy treatise to unfurl at the customer's suggestion. Need something snappy, concise. The Cabbage Lads? I really don't have any better ideas. It's a pretty drab vegetable. Well, it'll have to do. Maybe it's growing on me a bit. The Cabbage Lads. Has a nice rhyme and ring to it. Why, with enough grit and ambient confidence, I say we could build up something of an empire in this town. Enough to rival that of the local merchants, monopolists. Soon we might be up there with our good friend Bellathor. Besides, that man is greasy for my tastes. He's counting on the war to maintain his business supremacy. It's too fragile. Wouldn't you agree?
He's wasting his time. Someday Camilla will know my affections. Someday.
I'm sure you're right about that, Sven. I am your compatriot to the end in all matters of the heart.
I'm composing a new song. A ballad for Camilla Valerius.
Glad you've got your own passions. Just be sure to keep your eye on the money. You'll do well by me.
Anything else?
Well, I see I've bored you pretty thoroughly, or exhausted, or disgusted you, so I think there won't be a mattress ever better met than the one tonight. You take that room, of course. Make sure to get your rest. We're going to need it. Well, Sven, I trust you've deduced by this point that our present sojourn isn't your run-of-the-mill cabbage extraction. And I see you packed your bags, like I asked of you. And that is good, because the journey ahead of us will surely take us to the edge of this territory and beyond. Yes, I'm sure you have a number of queries. Let me see if I can answer some of them. You see, I've been carrying on a correspondence by letter with an elderly gentleman in the city of Markarth. I believe that I've staunchly convinced this gentleman that I am, in fact, a collector of rare artifacts, or some similar hokum. I can't even remember what. He thinks the blade is part of my personal museum, and of rare provenance. As I'm sure you are doubtless aware, Markarth lies on the edge of the war raging throughout Skyrim. Alas, the battlefield, she changes like the fickle stock exchange, and I'm afraid that we must go. I've been laboring over the unspoken nuances of this man's writing style to get the client to warm to me and my fabricated story. And so I deem this to be but an occupational hazard, and will be granting you a free pizza party upon our return to Whiterun. Alive. And most importantly, with a happy bankman. I wanted you to come with me. There's no one I trust more to help me carry out this delicate operation. with the required secrecy and laconic temperament. So, hope you've greased up your stirrups. You're going to be looking at these stones for quite a long while indeed. If you have any road tunes in your pocket from your time as a bard, I will tolerate them now. Silence! There could be thieves in these parts. Keep your weapon close. And your purse strings closer. Mind the water. We'll set up camp here for the night. Good morning. Brilliant to meet the day again with you, Sven. Of course, I knew we would be fine. There's nothing in this swamp. Come on. If we leave now, we should make it to Markarth by midday. Salutations. Don't worry. Minding my own business. We're real close. One of the outlying villages. It's on the outskirts of the conflict. Keep your wits about you. These are desperate folks, Sven. Is that an inn? Hang on. Wait here. Be out in a jiff.
Come on in.
Hey, you. Bathroom?
Don't start any trouble, and I think we'll get along just fine.
Oh. Can't argue with you there. No one's trying to make trouble here. Just looking for the little elf's room.
Something different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
Why, are you expecting me to?
Seen a lot of travelers lately. Mostly soldier nowadays.
This is getting weird. I'm out. You there.
You going to try and sell me something? Well, I ain't interested.
You've read me all wrong. What is it you do around here all day anyway?
Oh, I openly welcome the presence of armed strangers who have no reason to care about any of us. I'm sure it's only a matter of time until they seize our mill in the name of their war effort. Did my worthless husband send you?
Well, there aren't any leads in this place, Sven. You better hit the dusty trail. Come on. Let's press forward. And to camp. From this forsaken town. Finally arrived. I think this place is in need of the tourism revenue. Come on, we should get inside. We'll go the rest of the way on foot. Rest our fatigued buttocks. Alright. Look, I know this is all pretty frightening. If we stay close together, we'll be out of here in no time, okay? Come on. Go this way. The man in his letter advised that we take the most direct way, the fastest way, to get to his living quarters. That should allow us to bypass the lower bits of Markarth altogether. think we might have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Quit it, would you? Don't be bashful. I know that look you're giving me.
I'm right behind you.
Yes.
Let's get going then.
Look, I need you to keep it together. Remember our covers. I am an enthusiast of ancient weapons and armors, owner of a well-reputed collection, and you are my humble assistant and bookie, Sven. It's not that different from the truth. You should be able to comprehend it. It's supposed to be a majestic stone archway, twin waterfalls, the whole shebang. You think this is it? Security detail's pretty tight around here. I thought this was just a private buyer, but this is adding up almost to look like a shadow operation. Well, seeing as we have no escort, I guess it's just up to us to find the buyer. He can't be too far inside this labyrinth. Best look like we know what we're doing, though. Keep your eyes forward. Don't look too demure. These jarhead types can smell weakness. I would recognize that perpetual air of grievance and self-pity anywhere. That doddering old scholar over by the table must be the one interested in the blade. I've got it on me. Come on, let's engage him. Excuse me, good sir. It is I.
I have things to study. What is it?
It is I, Stimgar. We exchanged numerous detailed and topically exhaustive letters. As I promised in my last letter, I've come with the intention of selling my good dagger, for the right price, of course.
You are? Very good. May I see it?
Oh, not so fast. You may look, but do not touch.
Excellent. I simply must have this. I'll pay you double what it's worth.
Did you say double? I don't know, Calcimo. Me and my assistant Sven have traveled a long way to deliver this dagger, and we were hoping that, with the appreciation, I think I'm going to need a little bit more than double.
Well, I suppose important research is worth every coin.
It's a deal.
I'm glad we could come to an agreement.
Really? That's it?
What? Oh, goodbye. I have things to study. What is it?
Oh, I guess we're done here. I guess we're done here, Sven. Come on. Let the man resume his work. That was surprisingly uneventful. This is how you do business, Sven. Easiest gold I've ever made. We've ever made. Let's just get out of here before he changes his mind. Aren't you glad you saw Markarth, Sven? I mean, they're quite different cities. This and Whiterun. You have to admit that the stability and predictability of Whiterun is nice, but the change of scenery is also interesting. I'm not saying I want to live here, Sven, just that it makes for an exciting travel destination. Fine then, maybe it's only me that thinks that. But you should know that the wider array of peoples and environments that one comes across, the better a businessman it maketh. You would do well to take note of that, Sven. Alright. Are you ready to do all that again? Oh, you're here. Great, we can get started. You know, with how that dagger excursion went, I'd say we might be sitting on a golden opportunity. There appears to be a real demand here. You heard the people, Sven. Cabbage is out, weapons and armor are in. Definitively in. That gentleman in Markarth wrote me another letter since our return. He wants to know if we have any other weapons for sale. We play our cards right. This could be the first of many lucrative contracts in the region that we scoop up. I think we'd be wise to direct all our marketing campaigns toward the front lines. Effective immediately. You know, tailor the language to them. I trust you to craft the compelling copy. It'll bring in places similar to the one we went to. All of them in need of their arms fast and dirty and cheap. Ideally, we could start selling to both armies and keep this conflict raging until we're both very affluent men. For now, of course, we're beholden to the steel plants and manufacturers, at least until we can get a mine of our own cranking. But now, if you'll excuse me, I have to fetch some more metals from inside the blacksmiths. You wait there. See if you can try your hand at smithing some chintzy trifle for the coming gift stand.
Anything else? Oh, did you need something?
No. To my surprise and chagrin, they're fresh out. There's only one other vendor in this town that sells precious metals. And you're not gonna believe who.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed.
Yes, we go way back, don't we, Bellathor? Come on, let's cut the jib-jab. What deals can you offer me, you corporate husk?
Remember, I'll give you the best deals or die trying.
Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods.
Who is this guy?
I know what you're thinking. This Bellathor, how could he part with such magnificent treasure?
You know, you think you can just rub it in my face that you've got your hands in this region.
Got something to say?
You've got your special relationship with the Jarl of Whiterun. You have your assistant come in here and talk a big game, like it means something. Ooh, you're a big man. Well, I've got news for you. I've just acquired several new contracts. My newly formed company has been moving weight, and sales are up 300% from last year. And I've got a little acolyte of my own, someone who I can boss around and make do little errands for me, and not pay him fairly for his time. And a good job he does, isn't that right, Sven? Sven, where are you going? He's just a little sore that he didn't get regional sales manager this year. He'll get over it and be back. They always come back. Okay, if you'll accept my gold for those metals, I'll just be on my way.
I'm all ears.
Hey, you there. Have you seen Sven? I seem to remember him living in this abode. Do you know anything of his whereabouts?
By sure. What do you want?
Oh, guess that's a negative. Say, you. Old friend.
You looking for a new blade?
No, I'm looking for my
Good day.
Look, it would just help if you pointed me to him. When was the last time you saw him? Oh, wait a second. Doesn't he usually frequent that inn? Maybe I'll go there next. Question the staff.
You won't get the best of me!
Skyrim belongs to the North!
On second thought,
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers.
I'm expected at a charity fundraiser. A good cause, I might add. I best be heading out. Can't say I never tried my best. Hey, I'm just gonna step out. I shan't be long. Don't stay up for me. How's this for a pricey old cur? Have at ye. I feel much better.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Oh. Who go with there?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Oh.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Probably just some junk. Let's see here. Great regret. Bellathor's. I see. never been the recipient of the Jarl's beneficence before.
What is it, Emily?
I wonder what that means. Is the Jarl really with me? Perhaps I'm supposed to take it as a sign? Do I go to visit him? There's no telling what he would want. Maybe the invitation is open.
It's late to be wandering around.
Yes, that might well be it. What will I say? But this would seem to augur well for some kind of latent business arrangement. There's a lot I've got to think about. What will I say? What will I wear? This could be the most important business pitch of my life. I'll have to think on it. I guess I'll see him when I'm good and ready. Although I'm not sure which one of us will be extending our coffers. At last we meet. Thank you for granting me this counsel, your Jarliness. I must admit I didn't know what exactly to expect, but I see by your countenance that you are a reasonable man, and so I will permit myself to speak freely and candidly. You see, Jarl, my name is Stimgar. Entrepreneur, investor, proud owner of a local startup. But my purpose here today is not to extol the success of my business outfit. No, it is rather over a matter of great importance to the hold of Whiterun. I need not waste your time, Jarl, bemoaning of this wretched war in Skyrim, an untold waste of life. There is nowhere a people more brutally attuned to the realities of this time than the common rabble of Whiterun. And we're sick with worry and consternation that we may need to one day shudder ourselves for the worst of something that is yet to come. Especially with the only arms dealer in this town having recently gone belly up. I dare say this town is a relative chicken coop, or it's turning into one. The panacea I propose to you is this.
We can never rest easy.
Bestow onto me the title
Have my attention.
and responsibility of being the chief weapons manufacturer in this place.
Please keep your weapons sheathed.
You could, for example, grant my business a moderate corporate tax cut, as well as ask the regulators to turn a blind eye during these trying times. For my end of the deal, I'll ensure that Whiterun and its citizenry are armed to the teeth, along with a concomitant explosion in trade and local industry. Now, if you don't accept this, I will be forced to, of course, take my bags and hail the latest carriage back to my cabbage plants. However, I cannot guarantee that this very same offer wouldn't find its way into the hands of the other interested parties. My hands would be tied. So, in order to ensure that this fiefdom is truly secure, we need to partner up. And there would of course be something in it for your nobility and clergymen, should you accept. Well, just think on it. I know you'll make the right decision. You're a reasonable man, after all.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
on now, put your back into it. I'm counting your strikes. And don't you lot even think about organizing.
I have metal to dig.
We gather here today under Mara's loving gaze to bear witness to the union of two souls in eternal companionship. Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
Now and forever.
Under the authority of Mara, the divine of love.
Congratulations on your wedding. I'm so happy
For both of you.
It's our wedding day. I feel like all of Skyrim is focused on just the two of us.
Ah, the sweet homestead. Yes, my family. It is I, your loving progenitor. It is good to be home.
Papa, you're back.
My dear
Did
daughter.
you bring me anything?
What home wouldn't be complete without you in it? Most favored of my offspring, over Allison. Here, a petty gift from my travels.
Thanks.
Of course. My happiness is your happiness. Now, where is that little rascal?
You're home. Did you give me a present?
No. I'm just kidding, Allison. Of course, I wouldn't forget about my only son.
You got me a present? Really?
Yeah, let's see what we've got here. Sure. This'll do. Don't poke your eye out, kid.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Now run along. Gotta find the missus. Oh, my dear lady.
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet.
Quite. You take my breath away as always. Tell me, were there ever a bailout as sweet as you? What have we got for change, darling?
We have a cozy little profit. Here, this is your share, love.
Fantastic. Come, my dear, we feast now. We have communion over the table, our various travels, and time apart. Ah, the place is looking well kept in my absence. No thanks to the indolence of the servant crew. Good. My trophy room is looking... hasn't been tampered with. Though I wanted to keep these doors shut. Hello, chef.
This one needs something?
How's my brand? Yes, I miss you too, boy. Very, very well. Bard? My darling, how are the kids?
Fine, love. I think the fresh air does wonders for all of us. And this house, it's just perfect.
Glad to hear it. Nothing warms my heart more. The familiar comforts and semi-alienations of returning home after a long time away. Seeing those faces you've learned most. Seeming preposterously like strangers. It's an uncanny sensation, but one that I guess we all must stomach if we are to live anything close to a happy, productive life. How goes it?
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
This lot hasn't been too out of hand, has it? And, that chef hasn't gotten fresh with any of the other staff, has he? Had my eye on that furball.
Chat time's over.
Yes, we have to go in. Dinner will be ready soon. Oh, what the hell? Llewellyn.
Need something?
Yes, let's... I think we need to have a talk. You know, I think you've added a lot to this household. I mean, the atmosphere, the ambiance. Well, regardless of what you may have done, I think we are no longer in need of your services.
Please, let your steward know if you want to hire me again.
We'll see. Okay, Llewellyn. Thanks for your services. Well, now that we've found ourselves some peace and quiet, my family, I'm gonna go out into the balcony and enjoy myself a little read, get me a taste of the twilight air. Feel free to join me if you're so inclined. Don't. For God's sake. Would you quit that infernal racket? You're making me lose sight of my mind palace. Is there anywhere in this house where I can catch some peace and quiet? Say, what is this?
We have it on good authority that Ulfric has raised enough men to attack the city of Whiterun. Ulfric will want to take Whiterun from us, but we will hold fast. We can't give the rebellion free rein through the center of Skyrim. Be aware, soldier. These documents contain sensitive intelligence for the Jarl's eyes only.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
It's you. What are you doing here in Whiterun? I trust you're keeping well and biding your time at Hodvar's lumber mill? How are things in Riverwood? Listen, don't get me wrong, Sven, it's good to see you and all, but this isn't the best time. Didn't you hear? There's a Stormcloak army? Not 50 hectares from this place. The Hold's defenses are caught by surprise. You should really be indoors. Get yourself and anyone you care about into shelter. Anyone you don't want to perish in a blaze of hellfire. Now go! We'll talk when there's an opening in my schedule.
I'd better get going.
Q2 perhaps.
Until next time.
Stay well.
But
so I practice with my
Sir.
fists.
Gentlemen,
The outer walls are strong.
I received your letter.
If we can hold them there.
They have catapults.
Where did they get catapults? The city walls are already
Who can
falling
say?
apart as it is.
The men will be fighting in flames.
How long until they arrive?
Sir.
Not long.
Sir, they're on the move. They'll be at the gates at any moment.
Why didn't you say so immediately?
This is it. Time to see what these storm cloaks are made of.
Spread the word. Go, go, go!
Don't you worry. I'll make sure all the resources at my trading post are like a well-oiled,
What would you have me do, Grongar?
This place is falling apart. I must alight. Gotta be something within my power. Trim the fat of the organization, as it were. There's really no limit to the efficiency we can... Oh, it's starting already. Out of the way.
Any minute. Get inside and lock your door.
Yes, you're right. Locked.
Somebody, let me in. I know. Yes?
Every miserable last one of them.
Oh no. Sven? Sven? Wake up, dear Sven. Oh. Don't leave me here. Wake up. Sven. No. Sven. All he wanted to do was share his songs with Camilla Valeris. What about the Cabbage Boys, Sven? Huh? What am I supposed to do without you? What was he doing out here in the city anyway?
I don't know.